I'm all that's left.
Flee, coward. You haven't seen the last of me.
Lex, it's cold here. What is this place?
It's Superman's fortress. It's where he learned who he was, and where he came for guidance. Just what I came for.
My son, you do not remember me. I am Jor-El, your father. Embedded in the crystals before you is the total
He thinks I'm his son.
of all literature and scientific fact from the 28 known galaxies. There are questions to be asked.
Tell me everything, Father. Starting with crystals.
During the 5 years of my absence, much has changed. My mother is selling the farm and leaving Smallville. There's nothing left for me there. But even if Lois's article is right, and the world doesn't need Superman anymore, at least there's still a place for Clark Kent at the Daily Planet.
He's back. Just as I'm about to achieve my greatest triumph, that Boy Scout in blue tights decides to come back. Then again, as I've always said, to pull off the greatest crime of the century, one would want the greatest challenge of the century. Well, Superman, you're going to wish you'd never returned.
Lex, when you duped old Lady Vanderworth out of all her possessions, you sure did it with class.
I do everything with class, Miss Kowalski.
You're gonna conquer the world with this?
You see, the technology of Krypton, Superman's home world, was based on manipulating the growth of crystals. Cities, vehicles, weapons, entire continents, all grown. To think one could create a new world with such a simple little object. Are you fishing for an interview, Miss Lane?
Lex Luthor. I should have known you were behind the blackouts.
How about I give you that interview? Here's your first question. Lex Luthor, what do you know about crystals?
They make great chandeliers.
Well, this crystal may seem unremarkable to you, but then so is the seed of a redwood tree. It's how our mutual friend in tights made his Arctic getaway spot. Cute. A little small for my taste.
You're building an island?
Oh, it's not just an island. It's an entirely new continent. For lack of a better name, it's Krypton.
And you think that the rest of the world...
Well, what? I'll have Kryptonian technology. Thousands of years beyond what anyone else can throw at me.
But millions of people will die.
Billions! Once again, the press underestimates me. Come on, say it.
Luthor, you're insane.
No, not that. Superman will never let... Wrong!
What is that?
I think you know exactly what this is. Mind over muscle, Miss Lane. Mind over muscle.
Are we there yet?
Close, Kitty. Close.
Mr. Luthor, we're approaching the coordinates. Latitude 40 degrees north and longitude 73 degrees west.
Where did you get this?
From the fax machine. It's Lois's handwriting.
The coordinates. Go check the map.
I'm on it. It's 20 miles off the coast. Should I call the Coast Guard?
This is the exact moment when Lex Luthor at long last realizes his manifest destiny.
Lex, this isn't like the train set.
I know.
from Metropolis! Lois!
Get to the helicopter! The yacht's gonna be ripped to shreds!
What about the reporter?
She's not coming.
Lois! Lois, you're going to be all right. I'm going to get you to the Coast Guard. You'll be safe there.
See anything familiar?
I see an old man's sick joke.
Really? Because I see my new apartment. And a place for Kitty and one for my friends. And that one over there I'm going to rent out. It's a nice loft kind of look. But you know, you're right. It is a little cold. It's a little... what's the word? Alien. It needs the human touch.
I don't have time for this, Luther. You have something that belongs to me.
You're asking yourself how? Kryptonite. Amazing, isn't it? When crystals grow, they take on the traits of the minerals in the environment around them. Look, buddy, we didn't whip up all the hoopla about Krypton if we thought you were gonna come back!
Krypton? You sent me there?
Can't go back home. And soon you won't be able to live here either. There's no place for you anymore, Superman. Now fly! So long, Superman.
Listen told us to get out of here, and we're running low on fuel.
No! We have to find Superman. We're almost there. In the past days, we have seen our beloved city attacked by dark, sinister forces. Metropolis was nearly destroyed by tornadoes, earthquakes, and a rampage of notorious villains. Finally, we survived one maniac's twisted dream that would have destroyed all we hold dear. The Man of Steel would have given his life, and nearly did, to save us. We live, every man, woman, and child, because a strange visitor from another planet with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men had long ago decided to walk among us. I ask the question, does the world still need Superman? The answer is yes.